Hello everyone, and welcome to Database Concepts and Applications. This is an exciting course that will help you form a foundation within the database environment. By now, you should all have access to your text, which is Oracle Database 12c SQL by Jason Price. If you need the ISBN number for this text, you can find it via the syllabus that has been posted. This week, we're getting acquainted with this course, so I encourage everyone to explore the classroom and identify all of the features herein. In addition to the readings for this course, there will be weekly assignments to help you gain a hands-on level of comfort within the Oracle database environment. What you may recognize immediately about this course is that we're using Oracle Apex, which is a DBaaS or DBaaS, otherwise known as Database as a Service, cloud platform. So Oracle Apex as a DBaaS platform is not Oracle 12c. However, the two environments share many similarities and features, so the fact that you can access Apex from anywhere is certainly another plus. As we get started, let me applaud you for taking this course. The very mention of a database class would be enough to send shivers down the spines of many. However, you were brave enough, might I say smart enough, to make this great move. You see, at the end of this class, you'll not be a database expert, but you will understand this exciting environment in a way that you will have never considered before taking this course. It is said that data is the new oil of this generation, and with that in mind, this class will give you a direct view into how we organize, store, and modify data. This term primarily focuses on creating opportunity for you to better learn and explore Oracle and the SQL or SQL language. For instance, you may not have realized before this course that SQL is not even technically a programming language, much like Python or Java. In fact, SQL or SQL stands for Structured Query Language, and is more properly a sublanguage with commands focused on creating database objects and for manipulating stored data. As we approach this course, we all come from unique backgrounds and have a range of experience within the database environment. With that in mind, this class will likely present new challenges for everyone. In its past 3 major releases, the Oracle environment has received upwards of 500 new features. So even if you have had experience in the past with Oracle editions, this class will likely teach some new tips and tricks that will help you better employ this next generation database tool. Oracle.com says, "The innovation continues with Oracle databases to lower IT costs and deliver high-quality service by consolidating business applications into fast, reliable, scalable database grids, maximizing availability, and eliminating idle data center redundancy, compressing data into low-cost storage partitions for faster performance, securely protecting information and enabling compliance, and doubling DBA productivity and reducing the risk of change." So, whether you've had some experience with the smaller database software like Microsoft Access, for example, or you have hands-on experience within an earlier version of the Oracle database, this course is sure to open new avenues of academic exploration and will help you gain a greater level of comfort in the database environment. According to Oracle.com, all Oracle database editions are built using the same common codebase, which means your database applications can easily scale from small, single-process servers to clusters of multi-processor servers without ever changing a line of code. So it goes without saying that the lessons we learn throughout this course are sure to transfer into your own future encounters within the Oracle database environment. While Oracle is considered a DBMS or database management solution, by dissecting the SQL sublanguage that drives the software, we unlock the keys to an incredible world of data management. In this course, we'll work with SQL commands from basic to complex, and as a student, you'll be given hands-on opportunities to put your readings and peer-to-peer discussions to task. So, you may be asking yourself, what is this course really about? Sure, it's about learning database and SQL at a higher level, but what can you expect throughout the course? Well, over the next several slides, we'll explore this very question in greater detail so that you can see what we will learn and when we'll learn it. At the core of this course is the opportunity to dig deeper into the database environment in a way that most of us may not get outside of academia. The changes and updates you make in this class are not going to affect a live data set, and they're not going to cost your company if you accidentally delete everything by mistake. In fact, at some point in this class, we will actually explore how to audit a database to ensure that you can trace your every move in the event that you do delete scores of valuable data. So, let's move on to the next slide to learn more about this course. If you've already taken a moment to review the syllabus for this course, the words on this slide may look familiar. As the syllabus confirms, this course provides an introduction to the fundamental principles and guidelines for designing, developing, and implementing secure relational databases. Topics will include object-oriented analysis, entity relationships as foundations of relational database design, ensuring data integrity, the use of standard SQL as a means of developing complex queries, and the creation and purpose of custom database forms and reports. Wow, that may sound like a mouthful. The truth is, the first line most importantly suggests that this course provides an introduction to the fundamental principles within the database environment. This is a new environment for some students, and for others it'll be a refresher course. This is partially what it makes the peer-to-peer interaction within the discussion forum and the interactive nature of this course so valuable. You may be surprised at how well one of your peers can explain the very same hurdle you are trying to overcome. With that said, you're encouraged to reach out to your peers throughout this course, especially when you're looking for an immediate answer. We all understand the convenience of online courses. So unfortunately, that means at times, when you're online, your instructor may not always be so. Of course, you'll always get a reply within 24 hours, but you may find your answer at times faster by reaching out to one of your peers directly. As we will explore entity relationships, I want you to think of the ability to reach out to your peer network in a course like this as a one-to-many relationship. So, as we have said, everyone comes from a different background when it comes to database experience. As a result, some of what we're about to learn may be new knowledge for some, while for others, it may simply be a review. With that said, your active participation is greatly encouraged throughout this course. If you see that someone has posted or messaged a question that you can answer, well, please take the initiative and answer it. Just don't assume that someone else is going to address the question, because the truth is, your answer may be exactly what's needed to help. Many people come to this class with some experience with databases, but not always so much experience with the Oracle database environment. With that in mind, it's important to remember that Oracle is definitely not the same cup of tea as other database solutions, such as Microsoft Access, for example. When compared to Microsoft Access, the Oracle database is much more robust for beginner users and can sometimes seem a little less user-friendly, to the degree of almost overwhelming at times. We'll work at a brisk pace throughout this course, but the text does a great job of introducing the lessons you're going to need to gain comfort in a manner that is conducive to learning at any level of database experience. We're going to learn a lot through this course, but here's a preview of the learning objectives. We're going to summarize database development concepts presented in this course. We're going to explain the concepts of relational database and relational database management system. We'll describe the guidelines for designing databases, describe the guidelines for designing and creating tables related to the following, such as naming tables and objects, assigning data field types, and assigning field sizes. We're going to explain the concept of one-to-many relationships. We're going to describe and demonstrate how to define relationships between tables. We're going to explain the concepts of user comparison operators, secondary sorts, Cartesian joins, and granting privileges and removing user roles. We're going to describe and demonstrate how to export data from your database. Finally, we're going to write SQL scripts so that you can create a database using the select, update, delete, and insert statements. Most importantly, you're going to begin learning how to speak and apply the jargon and syntax of the database environment. Have you ever wondered what a database looks like? Now, I'm not talking about SQL statements and data tables. I'm talking about from the perspective of a systems development engineer or anyone else that might not work directly within the databases. The truth is that for many information technology professionals, the only part of a database they ever see is exactly what you're looking at on your screen right now. These symbols here are the universal symbols that are seen from places like network diagrams to network planning documents throughout the world. Generally, any cylindrical shape is fair game to be considered a database, but more modern systems planning tools have given a little more dimension to the database symbol. You won't see this within the textbook. So you can consider this just a little gem of wisdom as a bonus for exploring this online presentation. The next time you see a cylinder, well, you may never look at it quite the same. Are you ready to dive right into learning new SQL commands? Well, if so, here's a quick preview of two basic statements that you'll find useful in the weeks ahead. Two of the most basic syntax of SQL starts with the select clause and the from clause. A select clause tells the database what you want to select, while a from clause tells the database where to find that data. Next, the describe clause is valuable as it allows you to view the structure of a table. Once we master the select statements, we'll then get to move into table creation using an infamous create table command. Together, these syntax are the cornerstones of selecting and organizing data. If you're new to SQL, sometimes pronounced SQL, SQL, and sometimes squirrel in some circles, you may feel like you've entered the Rosetta Stone territory of learning a new language. Technically speaking, as we've already noted, SQL is classified as a sublanguage, but the reality is that SQL is the language that drives the database environment. And this is true whether you're working in Oracle Apex or in a big data environment like Hadoop. The fundamentals of SQL are a mainstay. As we get started with this critical sublanguage, we're going to take it slow in this class rather than dumping in too much at one time. For those who have limited or no prior experience with database development languages or software development languages, some may struggle a little bit with the SQL syntax. But that's really what makes asking questions so important. As mentioned previously, the textbook for this course is by author Jason Price. Here's a screenshot of the cover of the book and all the information that you'll need to obtain the right book for this course. If you do not have your book already, be sure to get it today. The book is the key to success in this course. As you skim through the book, you'll notice immediately there's far more book than we have time to cover in this term. The required reading sections have been carefully selected to ensure that you get what is needed for the discussions or hands-on assignments respectively. But you're highly encouraged to read the book independently throughout this course to ensure that you're getting the most out of this classroom experience. Attendance is defined as submission of assignments, exams, or discussion board posting. Each student is expected to participate in the virtual classroom at least 5 out of 7 days during each week. The truth is, you're encouraged to participate every day to maximize the benefit of this course. As words to live by, post early and post often. This will give your peers plenty of time to respond as everyone is getting online at different times, and it will also give you the time that you need to successfully complete the assignments and readings within a structured timeline for this course. Getting behind in a course like this can be detrimental to your studies and your grades, so be proactive as you can every week. As we have noted, this is a foundational class that will help you gain a greater level of comfort within the Oracle database environment. The expectation is not that everyone will leave this class as an industry-recognized authority in Oracle databases, but rather will have developed a working knowledge of this tool that will help as you pursue your career ambitions within the data environment. At the forefront of this class, you should also begin to think about what role data might play in the future career opportunities for you. If you love this course and enjoy working within the database environment, then perhaps a career opportunity in databases would be a great option for you. Alternatively, if you enjoy the modification of data or building reports, perhaps you might have a career opportunity in data analytics. It's amazing the diverse career opportunities that a foundational knowledge of databases can offer. Can I ask a stupid question? The truth is, the only stupid question in this class is the one that is not asked. This is an interactive learning environment where questions are in fact encouraged. If you have a question, reach out to your peers and to your instructor as needed. You will find that some people do have more experience with this database software than others. The reality is, compared to other database software tools, Oracle can become cumbersome at times for beginners. As you get comfortable with it, you'll begin to see what a profound tool Oracle can be and how it can help you better organize the data that truly contributes to your life. There's perhaps no better time in history to learn the fundamentals of data. If data is the new oil, then let me start this class by saying welcome to the refinery.